Hello everyone, welcome back to Your Journey Yoga. My name is Natalia and I am your companion and your guide on your journey with yoga. Thank you so much for choosing to be here today. We've got a little bit of yoga for anxiety, so this flow is going to be perfect for you. If you've got a lot going on mentally, physically, if you're feeling a little bit stressed out, you're overthinking things maybe a little bit, this is going to be a really wonderful flow for you. So whenever you feel ready, take your time, maybe grabbing some props or anything that you would like to use for your practice. And we will begin lying on our backs. And as you come to lie on the ground, let's immediately just hug the knees up into the chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. And just feel your embrace here. Maybe feeling the pressure of the low back compressed against the earth. Maybe you rock a little bit left, a little bit right. Just holding yourself here. And if you found some rocking, come on back to stillness. Maybe you bring the forehead up to the knees and take a deep inhale to gather everything in. Exhale to let everything go. Send your limbs out long. Maybe you snuggle the shoulder blades underneath your back body. And let's just take a moment here to observe what's present for us right now. Anxiety and stress happens to all of us at some point or another. And it can be very uncomfortable. It is not a pleasant place to be in, which I would imagine is part of why you have chosen to practice this yoga flow, is to find a little bit of resolve. And part of finding resolve is meeting ourselves where we are. And just taking in the information that's being presented to us, especially through the body. So as you are lying here, I want you to just become aware of what this anxiety feels like in your body. Maybe your heart's beating quickly, or the stomach feels unsettled. Maybe you feel a little bit antsy. You might notice a desire to move around and fidget here. And there's no shame. There is no shame in any of this. Anxiety and stress is such a human, normal thing to experience, especially in the world that we live in. And so, as you're noticing here, just offer yourself a little bit of compassion. It might feel difficult to face these sensations and what's present. So if it feels challenging for you, just know you're not alone. I'm here with you. This practice has your back. Just notice, just acknowledge, and you don't need to change any of it or fix any of it right now. I truly just want your only job to be the act of noticing. Let's take a deep inhale in together. Exhale, let it go. Awesome. Let's start to bring those knees back into the chest again here. Finding a few circles with the knees or some figure eights if you want to get really fancy with it. Or maybe just simply rocking side to side. And then this time we're going to find a supine twist. So we're going to let those knees fall over to the left side. You might adjust the hips a little bit to the right. And since this is our first twist of practice, you might take it easy on the spine by just keeping the gaze up towards the sky. Maybe the hands rest somewhere on the body. And just let your knees be heavy here. Take an inhale into the low belly. Exhale out. One more inhale. And an exhale. Inhale back through center. And we'll take it to the other side. Knees come over to the right. Maybe you adjust the hips a little bit to the left. Legs are heavy here. Notice if you're clenching or activating any muscles that don't need to be activated right now. And then we'll do some of those breaths into the low belly again. So inhale into the belly. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. And then bring your knees back through center. Hug them towards your chest. Hands come behind the thighs. And start to rock and roll along your spine. Rock as many times as you'd like. This can feel really nice on the low back or on the whole back. And as you're ready, we will meet in Sukhasana. Legs crossed. Sitting up nice and tall through your spine. Let's just establish the foundation of our seat here. Feeling the sit bones connected to the earth. Let your thighs be heavy. Shoulders are soft. And then let's bring one hand to the heart, the other hand down to the low belly. And I wanted to offer some breath work for practice today. So we're going to do a little bit of 3-part breath. There's a lot of different ways that you can practice this technique, but the way that we're going to do it today, I will explain. It's a little bit slower. So what this is going to look like is we're going to draw our breath down into the low belly, and then into the diaphragm, and then up into the upper chest. And then as we exhale, we're going to let it go in reverse. So we're going to let go from the chest, and then the diaphragm, and then the low belly. There is just a slight bit of breath retention in between the inhale and exhale, so just bear with me here. Everything's going to be all right. You already know that, hopefully. So again, we're going to inhale into the low belly, inhale more air into the diaphragm, a little more air into the upper chest, and then exhale from the chest, the diaphragm, and the belly. So we'll do it together, okay? If you want to close your eyes here, you can. And let's just take a normal inhale and exhale to start. And here we go. Inhale into the low belly, diaphragm, upper chest, and then exhale from the chest, the diaphragm, and the belly. Inhale into the belly, diaphragm, chest. Exhale from the chest, the diaphragm, and the belly. Inhale to the belly, diaphragm, chest. Exhale from the chest, the diaphragm, belly. Inhale into the belly, diaphragm, chest. Exhale from the chest, diaphragm, and the belly. And keep going at your own pace here. Do it a couple more times. And notice as you are doing this, is the face getting clenched and tight, or the shoulders tense? See if you can continue to soften the whole body here as you use this breath work. Let's do one more time. Wonderful. You can release that. Let's take a normal inhale in. Cleansing exhale. And then you can release the hands down to your knees. And let's bring the left ear over the left shoulder. Inhale through center. Take it to the other side. Inhale through center. And let's lift the chin to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest. Bring the head back to center. Inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, let it go with a sigh. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Let it go with a sigh. One more. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, let it go. Nice. And let's make our way to a tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. On an inhale, we'll drop the belly, gaze comes forward. Exhale, round the spine, send the hips back towards a child's pose. Inhale, rise up, tabletop, arch the back, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, come into a child's. Inhale, up to cow. Exhale to cat. Child's pose, excuse me. One more time, up to cow. Exhale to that child's pose. This time, bring those knees as wide as the mat. Big toes touch. Reach your fingertips forward, and then let the head melt down towards the earth. Hips are heavy and open here. Let them melt down towards the heels as you draw the crown of the head and fingertips forward. Let your belly be relaxed. And let's take a deep inhale in. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. And then come back up through your tabletop. And we're going to bring those knees back underneath the hips. We'll extend the left arm out in front, reach the right leg out long behind. Now you can just work with the right leg here. If you don't want to do balancing table, you can have that left hand down on the mat. On an inhale, create a little space and length. As you exhale, draw it in, elbow to knee, knee to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale to extend. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale to extend. Exhale to your tabletop. We'll take that to the other side, maybe just working with the left leg, or maybe you reach those right fingertips forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Extend. And contract. Extend. Tabletop. This time, tuck your toes. And as you exhale, send the hips high and back to your downward facing dog. Decide if you want stillness here, if you want to find a little bit of movement, stretching out the legs. I find that movement is most helpful for me to settle into my down dog. So just listen to your body. Nice. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out. And we're going to start to walk the hands back towards the feet here. Coming into a ragdoll pose. Feet are about hips distance. Let the crown of the head be heavy here. And if you want to find a sway, you can sway side to side. You could sway forward and back. And a little visualization I love here in ragdoll pose is the crown of the head opening up, and anything that is stuck or, for example, today maybe bringing us some anxiety or stress, just imagining the crown of the head opening up and all of those things that aren't serving us in the moment spilling out onto the ground, letting it dissolve and be absorbed by the earth. If you found a sway, you can come back to stillness. If you took a bind with the arms, you can release it. And we'll inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Last time, lift halfway. And then walk your hands back out to your downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. Exhale out. Inhale onto your toes. Tiptoe your way up towards the top of your mat. When you get there, inhale to that halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Root to rise, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach high. And exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. Now, we're going to do a little bit of balancing here. So I want you to root down through your right foot and peel your left foot off the earth, capturing your knee. Now I want you to gather everything into the center line. So hug that right hip up and in. Little bit of core engagement here. Take an inhale. Exhale out. Now you can release that right hand, maybe bring it to the belly, and open the left knee to the side. Bring it back to center. Open it up to the side. Come back to center. Last time, open it up to the side. Good. Bring it back to center. This time, bring that knee to a 90-degree angle. Arms reach high. Exhale, feet together, hands together, Samasthiti. Inhale here. Exhale, Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. We're going to peel the right foot off of the earth this time. Bring that knee to a 90-degree angle. And then bring your mind's eye to your center here. And you're gently and slowly going to hinge at the hips as you step that right foot back to a low lunge. And then we'll reach the arms up high. Now just take a moment to check in with your foundation here. Maybe you bring the feet a little bit wider. Maybe you get a little bit stronger in your legs. Nice. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, airplane arms and torso. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, airplane one more time. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to your downward facing dog. Again, maybe moving it out here. Let that energy move through the body. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Inhale up to your toes. And make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to heart, Samasthiti. We're going to do that balancing on the other side. So root through your left foot. Peel that right foot off the earth. Capture your knee. Draw that left hip up and in. Maybe a little bit of core engagement here as you lengthen up through the crown of the head. Take an inhale in. Exhale out. You can release that left hand. Maybe bring it to the belly. And then open that right knee to the side. Come back to center. Open it up. Back to center. Last time, open it up. Back to center, release that knee, bring it to a 90-degree angle. Arms reach high. Exhale, feet together, hands together, Samasthiti. Good work. Inhale in. Exhale, Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana, arms high. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. Now, we're going to peel that left foot off the earth this time. And slowly, with control, start to step that left foot back to your lunge. Find your stance here. Get balanced. Get nice and strong. And then when you're ready, arms reach up high. Take an inhale here. Exhale, airplane arms and torso. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, crescent. Airplane last time. Inhale, crescent. Low lunge. Plant those palms. Step back to your downward facing dog. Good work. Take an inhale. Exhale out. Fill it up. Let it go. Right foot grounds, left leg reaches high. Shift it forward to your low lunge. Pivot your right foot down to the earth. Rise up to your warrior two. Get those hips in line with each other here. Left knee is over that left ankle as you press into that back foot. Maybe you flip the palms up, just get that outward rotation in the shoulders here. Nice. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale, high warrior, teepee the arms, straighten the front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, high warrior. Warrior two. Nice. Then we're going to pivot those back toes forward. Both arms reach high, so you're back in your crescent here. Take an inhale. Exhale, step that back foot up to the top. Feet together, hands together, Samasthiti. Inhale. Exhale out. Nice. We're going to play a little bit with tree pose here. So root down through that right foot. Peel the left foot off the earth. Now you have a few options here. You can have the foot to the upper inside of the thigh. You can have it down on your calf or toes down on the earth by your ankle. Just make sure you're not pressing into your knee here. And same thing as we did before. Draw that standing leg up and in towards the center line. Bring some awareness into your core. Lift up through the crown of your head. And then decide what you like to do with the hands and the arms. Maybe your tree grows some limbs. Maybe you want to move the arms around. There's no right or wrong answer here. Or maybe what feels best is coming into that center point. Finding some stillness in the body, and maybe by focusing on the sensations going on in the body, by focusing on your balance, you find that there's a little bit more stillness in the mind. Maybe. Let's take a couple more rounds of breath here in our tree pose. Nice. And then we'll release, bring those feet together. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your plank, and send the hips back, downward facing dog. Root down through that left foot, right leg reaches high. Shift it forward to your low lunge. Pivot the left foot down to the earth. Rise up to your warrior two. Find your alignment here. Maybe you flip the palms, open the shoulders. Good. And then on an inhale, high warrior, straighten the front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Warrior two. Inhale, high warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Now pivot those back toes forward. Both arms reach high. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, step that back foot up, feet together, hands together, Samasthiti. Take a breath. And then we're going to play with tree pose on the other side. So taking your time, we're going to root down through that left foot this time. Peel that right foot off the earth. And then you decide where you want that foot to be, on the upper thigh, down by the ankle. Draw that left hip up and in the center line. Core is here to help you. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Amazing. And decide what you'd like to play with here with your tree on this side. Maybe you take the same variation. Maybe you do something else. Maybe by focusing on stillness of the body, you find stillness of the mind. Just be present here, present with the sensations. Let's do one more round of breath. And then we'll release. Feet come down to the earth. Inhale your arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. And Now we're going to do just a little somatic release. It's a qigong practice, or if any of you practice with yoga with Adrienne, you'll know she calls this knocking on heaven's door, which I love. So bring your feet wide, maybe as wide as your mat or a little bit wider. You can bring those arms down at the body, just let them dangle here. And then we're going to start to sway and swing side to side. Letting the hands sort of tap the hips, the booty. Letting your gaze move side to side with this flow here. And then maybe you pick up the pace. Whoop. Maybe you hit the wall behind you. I'm going to scoot forward. And just keep it going here. Maybe the hands start to kind of smack the area of the kidneys here at the back. Pick up the pace a little bit more. Nice. Let something go here. Let it flow. We're opening up the channels of the body here to let this energy move through. And then slowly start to slow it down. Slow this movement down, coming back to stillness. Nice. And then we're going to bring our feet together, hands together, or if you want the feet hips distance, that's good too. We're going to close our practice here today. Get nice and rooted through all four corners of your feet. If it feels all right for you to close the eyes here, you can. I want you to bring your hands down by your sides, palms facing forward. Draw the sacrum down as you lengthen up through the crown of the head. Open up through your chest, a little bit of a power stance here. I want to remind you of your power. When we're feeling stressed and anxious, it can feel like a lot of things are out of our control. Sometimes that's what's bringing about the anxiety in the first place, but I want to remind you that you are in the driver's seat. You have power and sovereignty and control over the way that you respond to the things in your life. And I know that sounds really challenging, and sometimes it certainly is, but we tend to also overcomplicate things. So just remember, you are a powerful, powerful human being. You're filled with love and light, and you deserve to find center and connection and do things that feel good. So on that note, thank you so much for choosing to be here. This is a big step. I'm glad that you chose to take care of yourself today. On an inhale, let's bring our thumbs to third eye. And exhale, maybe you bow chin to chest. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.